Hi guys, in this video we are going to again learn about the action group but with respect to or not with respect to with parameters, right? So unfortunately I don't have much of the APIs available. So this is the one of the API I have available which tells the weather, right? It has a quota of around 1000 calls in a day. So you have to pass the something called city name, right? So if I pass Pune, it will give me this as a response. It takes some time, but it's showing that okay, what is where it is located and what is the condition right now and blah 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 blah, all the rest of the details. If I give something like London, also it will give me something like similar output, location name and all this thing. Okay, so now what we will do is we will tell our agent that we are preparing right over here to also fetch the current weather from the API. Okay. So what we will do is just change over here. You are a helpful travel booking assistant, right? And I will add something like why calculator is coming and also assist with current weather based on city name provided. Okay. So this is we have updated the the also adopted the system prompt so that it can incorporate the this thing asking for the or assisting with the city weather with the city name provided. Okay, now what we will do is we will create a action group. Okay, so we'll create an action group and we will name it something like get weather. Okay, and we will use our existing function which was get action from Bedrock. Okay, you can use different lambda also, does not uh, need to be the same lambda, but I'm using the same one. So I will name it like w weather assist with weather details based on city name. Okay, now over here what we will do is we will pass the parameter, right? And the parameter name what we need is city. Okay, so that we will passing city name for weather fetch, something like that, right? It's a string, we required it, yes we required, otherwise how will it know? Completed, and we will click create. Okay, now in the lambda side I have already modified those things. What I did is I copied this and pasted to chat gpt. It has given me updated code for the same lambda, right? So now this is the code looks like. Okay, so I will just explain over here. So what we are doing over here, we are fetching few of the events details that we are getting. First is the function name. Now this is important. Why I required this one is to differentiate the same, because we are calling the same lambda, right? I have to differentiate which function to call, like get time and the get weather. And where we allocate this thing is based on the name that we give over inside them. So if you come over here, this name that we are giving, right? So that is been used to differentiate. So this is get time over here. And if I cancel and go back to get weather, oops, get weather. And over here we have given the name as get weather, right? So that is that function over here. Okay, so what we are doing is we are calling the API based on the parameter city name. So this parameter is nothing but the parameter that we have defined over here. Okay, and it is a case sensitive if you want to keep. So what we are doing is we are collecting all this information. So some of the random data or the data is required for the fetch from the weather API, right? and we are converting that into a text, and then we are just returning that text body. Okay, so that is all what our code is doing over here. And this code is again uploaded into the GitHub. Link is given over here. If you want to see, it will be somewhere over here. If I refresh the page, you will get this get weather action, right? So it's been already been uploaded. Cancel. So now what I will do is I will just, what happened over here? It got removed. Sorry. And also weather assistance based on the city name provided. Okay, so save and exit. What we will do is we will click on prepare, and I will, this time I will ask uh, what is weather looks like in Paris. Okay, click on over here, click on show trace. Okay, so it gives me the return like partly conditions, partly cloudy conditions. This is the temperature over there, and humidity and temperature, right? Now, if we go to the it's debugging, right? We have the same prompt over there, and also this new one you can see. Now, if you go to thinking model, right? So it's calling the tool, and which tool to call? Get weather, right? And from weather, get weather, it got this output. Now in the step two, from that output, it's trying to extract the value and display back over here. Okay. And now just to test the previous functionality, right? Since if it is still working or not, I like to book a flight from London to Pune for coming Friday. Okay, and hopefully this one is still working. I have not tested out, and it seems to be, yeah, it is working fine. So it has extracted the value, started in place, destination, and date is 19th. So this Friday is 19th. This Friday is 19th. Okay. So both the functionality is now working, and what we have seen over here, by using the function name to differentiate between the two different function. Again, I'm saying it is not required to have this functions to be in the same lambda. It can be a different lambda because we have an option to choose or create different lambdas. If I show that one again, uh, so if I go over here, right, when I'm creating, I have selecting the existing lambda, but you can create or select different lambda also, which you have created, or create a new lambda. Okay. What I was saying, yeah. So you can choose the code. Oops, not this one, this one. So function wise, we differentiate between the two calling one, which one to return, which response body, right, to return. And based on the response, in the agentic AI side, it will automatically understand that, okay, which API to call or which functions to call, like which action to call, right, from here, and get the result and display, right? So that is one of the coolest feature that this agentic AI can perform. You don't have to define that, okay, based on this, you have to call this function, and based on that, call this function. It automatically understand based on the description that you have provided to the action group. Accordingly, it will call those. Hopefully, you find this video useful. Thank you. Have a nice day.